Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I am going to convince you that you don't actually need a boyfriend.
What?
In shallow light of February 14th, which is Valentine's Day, for everybody that is single, it sucks, right? It freaking sucks. Can we just talk about it for a second? I want to cry. Every time I want cuddles, there's no one there to give me cuddles. Now, I am a sucker for love. I love love. Obviously, it's not my time. Number one of why you don't need a boyfriend is actually not what you expect. The reason why you don't need a boyfriend is because we hate boys. Hear me out. I have been through when it comes to boys, okay? And I unfortunately have been in the bucket of some really bad stinky fish. They have just treated me so poorly. They haven't even given me the bare minimum. I'm going through my era of hating boys. I am sick and tired of boys that can't even step up to the bare minimum. Shout out to all the people in relationships. Do not watch this video. You go kiss your boyfriend 100 times, cuddle him 100 times, tell him how much you love him because you're a lucky girl. We love you. Nothing against you. Back to us single people. Oh my God, I'm dying out here. I actually can't do this anymore. I need a boyfriend. These words come out of my mouth more often than not. It is truly, truly, truly correct when they say that best things come to us when we are not looking. The reason why is because you will attract what you put out. So if you put out bad bitch energy, high value woman energy, untouchable energy, you will attract a man who is like, she knows what she wants. She is mature. She has self-respect and self-love, and you will attract that. But if you go out looking, you're kind of going to attract somebody that is like, oh, she's needy. We don't like the term she's needy, she's desperate. I hate it because you know what? I'm not desperate. I just know what I want. I know. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. And I'm kind of figuring that out. It's just you need to go about your day-to-day life and you need to treat every guy that you meet as not the love of your life. They need to be a literal commoner. You actually need to have some anger in there, some spice. Let me tell you why. Because you know what? I'm sorry, but a lot of boys these days are getting away with too much crap. Ladies, you are a monument. You are a Mona Lisa in yourself. And when you settle for the bare minimum or when you settle for less and you get one of those strewed of a guys who doesn't give a about anyone but themselves, allow me to say we hate boys for this very reason. We hate those type of boys. That's what I mean. We love the lover boys. We love the respect boys. But I don't see them. Do you see them? I'm going to let you roast the crap out of them. I'm going to let you have some anger because they need it, because they're getting away with so much. The reason why they are not even giving the bare minimum is because we allow them to. We allow them to get away with whatever they're getting away with because we're like, fine, I'll take it. That brings me to my next point of why you don't need a boyfriend. If you are wanting a boyfriend, like a lot, obsessively, every day it's on your mind. You're going out searching. You're glamorizing specifically to find a boyfriend. Honey, I love you. I want a boyfriend too. I don't obsess over it anymore. I literally say now that I'm not even looking. And the reason for this is because I am enjoying my own company. You need to learn to be alone. I know that you've heard this everywhere you go. I don't want to be alone. I want a boyfriend. I get it. But if you cannot be alone, the kind of boyfriend you're going to attract is somebody that you're going to be very demanding to. You're going to need them to be around all the time. You're going to need them. You're going to want to know everything about them because you're so clingy in the sense that it's like, oh, my boyfriend is everything. And we get it. Your boyfriend's everything. If you look at a lot of relationships, and I've noticed this, the girl is fine on her own. You take that boyfriend out of the picture and she could still probably run her business as usual because those girls are the bad bitches. They have no issue spending time alone. I saw a quote once that said that when the right person comes along, they won't take away from your life. They will just slot into your life. They'll just fit in so perfectly like a puzzle piece. It'll be like as if he was always there. Cancel that word. You are not desperate. You are just afraid to be alone. And it's really not about the boyfriend. It's about the fact that you're afraid to be alone. And that's what you need to solve. How does that get solved? You find things that you enjoy doing. You need to create a connection and you need to create a loving connection with yourself, taking yourself on dates, being your own boyfriend. If you knew who you were as a person and you knew heaps of stuff about yourself, you would enjoy spending every single second on your own because you are just lavishing in you. And I know that sounds really selfish, but it's not. This is how lonely my life is. I just get Uber notifications. Wasting time on garbage, guys. We call them garbage bins. I'm so sorry, but they actually are garbage bins. And I can say this, I can vouch for this because I have been in those garbage bins. I've gone into those garbage bins thinking I'm going to take take out a fresh bottle of milk, thinking I'm going to take out a fresh packet of lollies. Honey, if you're going through the garbage bin, everything is empty and everything is stinky and smelly. If you are putting all your love and energy to those garbage bins, you don't spend any time on yourself, you don't give any love, and you don't give any energy on yourself, you are going to be so drained. And I don't know how to explain this to you, but it's not fair. You don't deserve that. Everything that you're giving to the garbage bin, stay away from the garbage bin, give it to yourself, okay? Like, if I have to be your spokesman and your wingman to like actually G you up because you are literally a freaking amazing person, he doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about you. And I'm not even going to try to get emotional, but I'm speaking of experience. They don't care about you. They actually don't care. It is so sad. Okay, they are selfish. I'm talking about all the bad boys here, by the way. Not every guy's like this. They're in their own world. It's what they want. And if they don't get what they want, they make somebody else suffer for it. So yeah, just side tip. Don't go out with somebody who's still hung up on their ex, okay? You could be using that energy. You could be using that time on feeding love to yourself, making yourself grow better each and every day, discovering yourself. This is a battle, and I realize, and you realize, it's not easy, okay? Number 3, and this is actually the last one. Stop looking. You have one life, and if you spend that whole life looking for your boyfriend, you have thrown all your dreams out the window. You have thrown all your goals out the window. You have thrown all your possible accomplishments out the window. Do you want to be successful? It always comes down to what you value. Okay, we all value love. Everyone wants a boyfriend. Everyone wants to be loved. But there are so many other amazing things in this world. You want to create a high value woman. You don't want to create a sloppy girl who needs a boyfriend out all the time. She can't be alone. Guys normally do get turned off. Some guys like it, and that's totally fine. To put it nicely, your boyfriend's not going to be there 24/7. They like their own space. They like their own time. They love their mates. Let him have his alone time. And when he's having his alone time, it's time for you to be alone. Or it's time for you to be with your girlfriends. What happened to your girlfriends? You have friends. We have friends. Okay? Remember that one friend that lives on South Forest Street? Hit her up. Go out for coffee. Tell her the drama. Okay? Or get her drama. You want to be a high value woman, which means that you have dreams. You have goals. You want to be successful. And you want to become that woman who is inspiring, who is motivating, who is ambitious. If you manifest those things, you work towards those things, let me tell you, you will not only attract a 10 out of 10 guy, but you will attract a very successful guy. A little bit about me. I have 2 sides. I have my side that's the little, wants to have fun, go on dates, muck around with the bad boys, get hurt, remember who I am, get angry at boys, hate boys, start working on myself, remember that I can be a successful woman, remember that I can have as many dogs and cats as I want, remember I can buy a pretty house and a pretty car, and I don't need a man to do it for me. That's my roller coaster. I am working on it till this day, okay? It goes up, it goes down. I have my days where it's like, you know what, I need a boy, and I don't care what type of boy. I'm not saying this in a boastful way, but I do have enough self-love and self-respect to push away from something. If there is a guy who's treating me poorly, I will not go back to him. Never. It is so destructive. Please do not go back. Once you've realized you don't like what they're doing, this whole generation is like relationship focused. We all complain about, this generation sucks. Everybody's so blah, 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 and everybody cheats and everybody blah, blah, blah. Do you want to know something? You are part of that generation. I am part of that generation. If you don't work on yourself, if you don't have a list of standards where it's like, hold up, then whoever cheats or whoever does whatever, it's just going to be like, you are going to be confused. You're going to maybe copy what they do because you don't know what you stand for. You need to know what are your values and what you stand for. I've said this in my other video, but it is so important because it's one of the core things in life. Don't stop having fun. It's a balance. We work on ourselves, but we also have fun and get up to mischief. You have to promise me one thing. If you're going to have fun, okay, because I love fun, you need to know when to walk away. In any aspect of life, when you're having fun, there is always an element of danger, boundaries, and self-love. Go for the garbage bag that you thought was like a diamond. If you go for a garbage bag that you thought was like a gorgeous pineapple tree, and then you realize it's a garbage bag, please leave it in the garbage and don't go back to it. Don't go searching through it. Just take it. You've already got the experience. Yes, here's a garbage bag. Do not go back because it is damaging. It is damaging. Okay, you still learn, and it's okay if you go back. It's exhausting, and we want to use that energy, time, and love for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. I'm going to go now because he is creepily looking at me.